Hi, I'm Rebecca. This is my first video and it's dedicated entirely to the Project for Awesome.
Yeah!
As I was saying, it's dedicated entirely to the Project for Awesome.
Project for Awesome? What's that?
Well, Jonathan, I am glad you asked. The Project for Awesome is this YouTube-wide project started by the Vlogbrothers, linked down there, where basically a bunch of YouTubers get together and make videos about their favorite charities. And then they provide links in the box, or the doobly-doo, or my pants, whatever it's called. Never mind. To the charities they're supporting. And they provide information about how you can help support those charities. So, Jonathan's going to go away for a little bit.
What? Oh.
And I'm going to tell you about my charity. So my Project for Awesome cause is helping the homeless. And in today's economy, where it's really hard to find a job, and there's not many places hiring, there's a lot of homeless people out there on the streets. And they don't have any money. And now, especially in the winter, they're really cold. Well, it's snowing where I am. And they're on the streets. They don't have a house, they don't have food, they don't have clothing, and they need our help. So what you can do is go volunteer at your local homeless shelter. You can either just give clothes, give food, give money, donate. They're always looking for donations. Or give your time. You can volunteer. I know that there are lots of homeless shelters looking for volunteers. A lot of them want things like canned foods and old clothing. So if you have kids, or you are a kid, and you've outgrown old clothes, well, there are people out there that really need them. Or if, there's something from last season you don't want to wear anymore because it's out of style, well, homeless people really don't care about that. All they want is something to cover their bodies. So if there's something that you don't like anymore, or it's gotten too big or too small for you, and if you have that problem, just take all your old clothing, and instead of selling it at a yard sale like you might do, donate. And it's not just clothing they need. I mean, lots of these shelters have families with small children, and their parents can't afford to buy them toys or books. And, every kid wants like a stuffed animal to carry around with them. Every kid wants books and stories to entertain themselves with, and toys. But they can't have this. And so there are lots of donations at your local homeless shelters where they accept toys and books for the children. Well, donate. If you have old children's books lying around that, you don't really have that you really don't have any need for, instead of selling them at a yard sale or online, donate. I mean, you're not getting money for it, but you're helping people that really need it. I know that, books aren't necessary, but when you're in such a bad situation, especially when you're a kid, you need something to hold on to. So, give it. And shoes. When people donate clothing, sometimes they forget about the shoes. They're really essential. Especially if you have to live on the street half the time, you need something to cover your feet. So if you have old shoes, make sure they're, not worn out. If you have old, gently used shoes, donate them. And there are also some national programs to help eradicate homeless. And I'll provide some links down there. There's the National Coalition to End Homelessness, though I probably just got the name wrong, but I'll provide a link down there. And you can give money to them, and then they use the money basically to get jobs, provide housing, provide money for welfare, to make lots of opportunities for homeless people to help them help themselves get back on their feet. They need your help. They really do. And hopefully, if we all give money to these programs, maybe one day there won't be a homeless problem. At least, not in this country. So, try. I know it seems like an impossible dream, but nothing is going to happen if you don't donate. So please, do so. I know I will. Now I'm going to show you what my family is doing to help the homeless. So here's a bunch of clothing. This that was just thrown at me included. that we are eventually going to box up all nice and pretty and donate to a homeless shelter. We've already done this a few times with some local shelters, and it's a really good way to get involved because it doesn't take much out of your time, and you probably have a lot of old clothes laying around, so, do something useful with them. Donate them. There are people out there that really, really need your clothes.
Plenty of people that want to get in your pants, too.
Literally.